Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Brother Polight, when he came on the scene, Brother Polight came in a similar way that others did. Reminded people of Malcolm X and such. He kind of came like Obama. Not too many people really knew him. I heard about him on, there was Know the Ledge, Red Pill and Blue Pill first. No, 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 no. I seen him on a AA Rashid DVD, classic joint. Can't remember the name of it. And they called them Polite. So I'm thinking Polite sounds very familiar. I'm thinking of a rapper. I think this dude was from Staten Island, something Polite. Then you had a Brooklyn gangster by the name of Polite. I believe he's no longer living. So the name definitely struck something because it sounded very familiar to me. So I thought he was a rapper at first. Then when I heard him speak, he seemed like a street dude with crazy knowledge. You understand what I mean? So yeah, he was on the AA Rashid joint, and AA Rashid's apartment in his office, and then I heard him on Know the Ledge, and the information was crazy that he was speaking. Believe it was containing 2012 and whatnot. About the equinox, everything that was happening on 2012 and how we would be affected by it. Great knowledge, beautiful knowledge. Yeah, heard him on Know the Ledge. Heard his name was ringing mad bells. Brothers within and sisters within the community is bigging him up. Yo, Brother Polite. Yo, you heard Brother Polite? That because we haven't had anything from the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York, in so long. When Polite came, he reminded you of Dr. York with the information. I mean, it was like the way he put it, the way he broke it down. So everyone began to love him. He had something beneficial to the community, which was the knowledge, which was the information that these people wanted. Now, where did Brother Polite make the wrong turn at? I can't really say. I'm not in his everyday life. Some people say it was the money that distracted him. And I could tell you one thing: once you start doing different things throughout your day, and you start meeting new people, your life will definitely change. You know what I'm saying? Polite put up a video of him. I believe this was his investor. I don't know, some Jewish guy. They had looked like a meet and greet or something like that, a little brunch. And it's nothing wrong with that, man. It's nothing wrong with getting money. It's nothing wrong with doing business with Caucasoids or Jews. It's nothing wrong with it, as long as you don't put all of that before your ideal mission. And it can happen to a lot of us sometimes, you know what I mean? But the conscious community, man, is just like any other community. You just have a lot of smart people within that community. So it's going to be a lot of devilment because you have one person that thinks they're smarter than the next person, so on and so on. Then you have people that's just getting in the community, trying to be master teachers within one day because they figure they've been studying this information for the last 5 years. It really doesn't work that way. But some people say, where did the conscious community go wrong? To me, it was no discipline. Just because somebody's 50 years old, they can still act 15. And you got some people that's 14 that can act 18. So it depends on the mind state. You had a lot of these people coming from different religions, coming from different gangs and things of that nature. They didn't go through the proper procedures, just jumping right into this community. The conscious community that could be very overwhelming. A lot of people neglect their everyday life. They neglect their children, come into this community and try to take care of all the problems. And then this sets off something mentally in them where they start to feel weak themselves because they didn't fulfill this mission. You can't. You're not taking care of your children at home. You're neglecting your wife. But then you come into this quote-unquote conscious community and you try to be the squeaky cleanest person and you try to correct everyone else. And you trying to tell people how to get money and do this, that, and the third when your kids is home starving. It doesn't make any sense. You will start to get discouraged after a while because the people around you will let you know that you're not doing what you said you was going to do, or you're not doing what you planned out to do. It can happen to the best of us. It happens sometimes. Look at brother Tupac Shakur, man. His whole mission was to put the Black Panthers on the map more financially. But some way he got caught up where a lot of times our brothers and sisters, we see them in the media, they have to compromise their morality for certain things. It's like a chess and checkers game. You understand? You make this move, you allow this person to make that move so you can make these two more moves in the future, man. We're playing games with our life. You know what I mean? And I'm not bashing anyone. What happens is we're placed in a certain predicament. We're placed in a certain predicament to where we have to react a certain way. That's it. I'm not out here blaming anyone. No one gets the full amount of blame. You understand what I mean? There's so many people that's in this world, man, that's in predicaments where they have to react a certain way, or they feel like they have to react a certain way, or they only react to the way that they know, man, or how, what they've been shown, man. We need some more life coaches. We need some more representatives. We need big brothers and stuff like that in the community, man. You have all these brothers trying to spit all this crazy deep knowledge. They're confusing the people, and then they're charging an arm and a leg for it. These people are not even eating, and they're reading 5 books a day because they feel like this is what they have to do to reach the status of their master teachers or their greats. Just like in the hip-hop community, you have people, if they see that their favorite artist or something like that is drinking champagne, smoking that purple and green bud, that's what they feel like they have to do to feel like they're idols. It's the same thing in the conscious community. You got cats running around with 50 different crystals on their neck, 8 crystal rings. That could be hazardous to your health, but they see their favorite blog talker or their favorite conscious artist doing it, so they do it and don't even know that's not even compatible to their body. You know, a lot of people are doing stuff for show, man. If I could walk around with 1,000 crystals on my neck, I get the attention. When I get the attention, hopefully I get the money. This is how these people are thinking. No one wants to say this. No one wants to come out and say it, because then when you say this, oh, you blowing up the spot, you hate it. No, it's true. I've been around these cats, man. I've been on 125. I've been around them. I've been in their houses, in their apartments, in their rooms when they was prepping for our lectures. You know what I'm saying? But that's not, you know, I'm not going to out here to oust anyone, because this was years ago. Maybe some of these brothers got better. But there's a lot of drug use in the conscious community, man. Brothers sniffing cocaine, smoking crack, man. It's a lot of damage within the conscious community that they all tried to sweep under the rug, because the conscious community was trying to be so perfect. They were bashing the Christians, going after the Muslims, debates with the Hebrews, and not knowing a lot of these brothers are sick too. And this is one of the things that they did not really want to speak about, you know? But when you have this community and you're running this community, who runs the community? Brother Sinetta, for the content, man, he was putting it out, slamming it, man. You know, we all learned from the House of Consciousness. We could not deny that, but at the same time, we still can critique it to a certain extent. We can critique our parents, you know what I'm saying? So Sinetta is the parent to a lot of these brothers with the knowledge, man. Seriously, he is. He's been doing this, about 20 years? A little bit over or under 20 years? And, you know, we all learned, man. We learned a lot. And actually, we got a chance to see the good side and the bad side Sarnetta, or we got a chance to see the balance of Sarnetta and a lot of other these people, man. Now, someone just said, you can't deny that Sarnetta is an evil, conniving man. Well, he's definitely showed us that side of him, man. I'm pretty sure he has a better side to him, a greater side, but he has definitely showed that side to us. You can't deny it. And a lot of us, man, we have showed that side to people, but the next day you try to correct it and you don't repeat those same things over and over. Or either you just don't be around those people, man. Sarnetta, the money is not all that great. Just leave these people alone. If you can't get along with these people, you might as well just leave these people alone. Because then you fall out with them on Monday. Tuesday afternoon, y'all make up, y'all kiss, y'all on live TV. Yo, this is my brother, just down the third. Sometimes it happens like this. And then Wednesday, around the same time that you made up, you guys are arguing again. Going in, talking about mothers and people's dead fathers and their daughters. So I'm like, yo, to the people who's looking on, it appears to be phony and a little corny. Even if you guys are very sincere about it, it still looks a little corny and it still looks a little fake. And you got some people that's gonna compromise their mentality and they're gonna go with the whole scheme, but the conscious community is starting to look like a big scheme. Okay, I gotta make up with this brother real quick because I don't want his following, a little bit of his following that I have, to really look at me in a negative way and to ban me, but it's already happening. Brother Polight has showed people a long time ago where he's at with it, where he's at with the consciousness, what he's doing with it. What do you want this person to do? Polight's not perfect, and maybe Polight can't live his life the way you guys are living it. What do you want him to do? He came out and said, money is his religion, right? Black woman is his God. Come on, man. You guys are slow, and then you get mad at him. Like you mad at Louis Farrakhan. A lot of you people are slow, man. Read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Polight already told you cats where he's at it. He's about getting his paper. That's one of the only things that matter to him right now. And he's getting the paper through the people. So, come on, man. You guys can't be that naive and keep acting slow. And then when something happens, you guys want to, run to YouTube and make videos on the brother. The brother told you where he's at. I brought, in the beginning, this might have been like 2008. I think around time 2009 maybe, at the bookstore in Harlem. New Wapian bookstore, I brought one of Polight's books. I believe it was the 2012 joint, Fire. And then maybe was Jesus Breastfed or something like that. But I actually thought there was books of the master teacher as I was reading through it. And then in the beginning, where Polight used to put his pictures, I seen Polight with his daughter, and I asked the sister, who is this brother? And, she told me, yo, it's brother Polight, student of the master teacher. And then that's when I said, yo, this brother is dope. So I will call him, I will call his number. Because, I always want to deal with these people direct, man. I want to learn something, you know what I'm saying? I want to rub some palms, and I want to show my appreciation. So I would buy books from him a lot. And then if he didn't have it, I would go to the bookstore. Or if I didn't feel like going out to Brooklyn, then I would just go to the bookstore on 125th. I would get a book from him. And I love the books. I love the information. So I started spreading the word, putting people on. They never heard of them. When they got the information, they was like, wow, man, I can see what the fuss is about. So I got about maybe like 6 of Polight's books and things of that nature. And so I look at it like, Polight, you got to look at his predicament, his circumstances, right? Money. The brother was chasing money because he needed money. He needed money to do things. He had a lot of ideas, and he knew that the money would help him. You know what I'm saying? He's a very smart brother.